The Silence of the Lambs. Meghan and Harry fall into fear as Piers vows to crush them mercilessly. Piers Morgan today assured fans he would be back on TV soon as he accused the left-wing Guardian of failing to properly cover his Ofcom win over Meghan Markle to protect the under-fire boss of ITV, who was once the newspaper's chief executive. The journalist was embraced by a group of women as he visited a Kensington cafe this morning and revealed that he plans to return to British screens, having received a flurry of new job offers after he was cleared by Britain's broadcasting watchdog. Piers tweeted, "Great to meet my Yorkshire fan club this morning. Thanks for all the support, ladies, and don't worry, I'll be back on TV soon." Mr. Morgan left Good Morning Britain in March for saying he didn't believe a word of what Ms. Markle told Oprah Winfrey about claims the royal family was racist towards Archie and ignored her cries for help when suicidal and pregnant. ITV's boss Dame Carolyn McCall ordered him to apologise, saying publicly that she believed Meghan, with Mr. Morgan resigning as GMB host saying he wouldn't say sorry for an honestly held opinion about that diatribe of bilge that she came out. Left-leaning former Guardian chief Dame Carolyn remains under pressure to explain why she forced him out in March, hours after the Duchess of Sussex complained to her directly and allegedly demanded his head on a plate and implored action as both are women and mothers, Mr. Morgan said in his latest Mail Online column. The report has a press freedom section of its website and has campaigned for the protection of free speech and journalism in China, Russia, Afghanistan and many other countries, with 13 articles on the subject in the past month. But it only wrote one story covering Ofcom's unequivocal backing of Mr. Morgan's right to free speech, with the watchdog declaring attempts to silence him amounted to a chilling restriction on freedom of expression after he was forced out at GMB over the episode. Mr. Morgan also took aim, hinting that he believes that they have gone easy on their former boss Carolyn McCall, who is in charge at ITV and is accused of forcing him off GMB after he said he didn't believe Meghan Markle. Piers tweeted a 2017 Press Gazette article announcing Dame Carolyn's appointment as ITV CEO and prominently citing her previous job as chief executive of the Guardian Media Group. He said pointedly, "Deafening silence from the Guardian and all its fearless, highly opinionated, press freedom fighting columnists since my Ofcom triumph over Princess Pinocchio and Prince Privacy. I wonder why that is?" In response, a Guardian spokesman told, The Guardian reported on Ofcom's ruling. It came after Mr. Morgan sat feet behind ITV executive Kevin Lygo in the stands at the cricket last week amid claims Mr. Lygo was fighting to bring him back to GMB. Mr. Morgan watched the cricket match from the same corporate box at the Oval in London as Mr. Lygo, the man in charge of programming at the channel, just 2 days after the former Good Morning Britain host was cleared by Ofcom over his criticism of Meghan Markle. The 56-year-old former GMB presenter was watching England v India on day 2 of the 4th Test after teasing earlier this week that he is open to having his old job back. It follows claims from insiders that Mr. Lygo is a big fan of Mr. Morgan. The 63-year-old, who is ITV's managing director of media and entertainment, was sat one row in front of Mr. Morgan, and their appearance together could fuel rumours about the presenter returning. But one person who wasn't in the box with them was ITV boss Dame Carolyn, who has faced pressure this week to explain why she tried to suppress Mr. Morgan's free speech after Meghan complained to her directly. An ITV source has told that the network has no current plans to invite Mr. Morgan back to present Good Morning Britain, but he will continue to work with him on his Life Stories interview programmes. His wife Celia Walden told GMB this week that her husband has some irons in the fire and won't be kicking around the house for much longer. Mr. Morgan was cleared by the media watchdog on Wednesday of any wrongdoing after he questioned Meghan Markle's claims over her mental health following her interview with Oprah Winfrey in March. And it emerged that Mr. Morgan's ex-colleagues now want him reinstated as co-host alongside Susanna Reid, 50, to boost ratings, as the ITV morning show has lost nearly a third of its viewers since he left in March.